Oh my god. Okay. Hi guys, it's Lecky. Welcome back to my channel. That was really high pitched. Let's do that. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lecky. What's up? I am so excited. As you can see, I am very pumped to be filming this video. If you're watching this, you're most likely an ARMY, and if you don't know what an ARMY is just a BTS fan, or maybe you just have an interest in BTS and what they were doing in America, what they were doing in LA. I'm here to tell you. First off, let's get the elephant out of the room. My hair is, you know, it's got a little mind of its own today, but that's okay. So I'm gonna be talking basically about what my experience was with BTS while they were here. Now, while I'm filming this, they're not gone yet, so there could possibly be like a part 2 to this video if I do end up going to see them at the airport. If you guys have watched any of my past videos, you know that I saw them at Kcon last year, and I've been a BTS ARMY for almost 2 years now. The first thing we did was see them at Jimmy Kimmel. Now, my sister does receive free tickets for Jimmy Kimmel, but she didn't get them this time because these tickets sold out really fast. Pick up Alessandra, we picked up Saul and Brandon, and then we went to the Jimmy Kimmel outdoor concert venue, which is right across the street from Hollywood High. I've been there many times. Okay, so like it was around 4 when we showed up, and my sister told us that these things usually start at 5. So we get there and it is packed. Guys, it was seriously so packed. We get there, we run up, and we're just like really excited, and we have a lot of adrenaline, and we knew we didn't have tickets. So after kind of seeing over there, the second we got there, they got on stage like maybe 5 minutes later and they started doing sound check. The sound check was so exciting. Everybody was screaming. I got to see them for the first time in like with my actual vision. So we go across the street already knowing that we don't have tickets, and we see these people start climbing the fence and holding on with one hand, and then with the other they're just like their bodies facing that way. So I have this video that will kind of portray what I'm talking about, but basically, let me try to demonstrate. Okay, so this is like a metal gate, and we had to climb up here and then look over there to BTS. So we're outside Jimmy Kimmel. You're literally standing on top of like this. Oh my god, it's mental. Like my hands are dirty, and like my arms could only hold onto that for like a minute max, and then I had to like rest and take a break, and my ankles were already starting to hurt. So we were trying to think of a solution. There was ARMYs in front of us who were standing on their cars. A few of them reached out to me on Twitter, so thanks guys, it was nice meeting you. People were doing what we were doing and like hanging off of the gate, but it was like not really working out because it was really painful, and we knew that we couldn't last the whole entire show. Out of nowhere, this boy has to be no older than like 18, 17 years old, and he is walking on top of the gate where we all were. I will try to show you guys here how the gate was structured, and there was like a little area where you could walk, but it was so small, it was so skinny, and the gate was like shaking like crazy. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, like you're crazy, and he was getting some claps from people, and he's like, haha, yeah, like anything for BTS. And he was filming halfway through sound check, he just like sat down and stopped recording, and he was just sitting on the top. And so all of a sudden, Alessandra's like, we should try to get up there. And I kind of didn't take her too seriously. I was like, bro, no way I'm gonna get up there. Guys, these photos, these videos do not do it justice. If you know what I'm talking about, if you were there, then you know how high that was. The gate was high, okay? It was very high. And it was made out of metal, and it had like pokey parts. It was not, it was not safe, okay? But we did it anyway, and that's not the moral of the story. I'm not saying to do any of the things that we did, by no means, because I have a scratch on my stomach and I have bruises and scratches on my legs that I will show you later. But don't do what we did. Was it worth it? Yes. but in the end I could have, or the other girls could have ended up getting really hurt, and we decided that it was not a good idea. But I'm only making this video to tell you my full entire experience, but please don't try this. Honey, I start climbing, okay? Alessandra is the only one supporting me at this very point. I was about 5 seconds into climbing that freaking gate. Then these armies huddle around us, they start clapping, they start cheering, and everybody is like pushing me up so I can get up on the gate. I am so red, I'm flustered, and I'm using all my strength to pull myself up. But it was really hard because, another visual, my legs were all the way up here. This is the gate, right? My legs were up here and my arms were trying to grab a gate. So it was like super hard. And both of my legs were off the ground. So I was like this, and I was like trying to, ooh, that highlight though. I was trying to like pull myself up like that. So these armies saw I was struggling. The armies that were there and Alessandra, my very, very best friend, they all started pushing me up. Out of nowhere, there's these screams and everyone's like screaming even louder, and I'm like, oh, what must be going on down there? And I'm still trying to get up and people are still supporting me. And then I hear this like man's voice and he's like, oh, grab onto that, whatever. And then like 3 seconds later, he pushes me all the way up and I get to the top. But before I got up there, while he was pushing me up, he kind of pushed me a little bit too much, like too much power, and I was also pulling myself. So with him pushing me up really hard and then me pulling myself up, I hit my forehead. It's not there anymore, but insert video. I hit my forehead right there when I was climbing up, because as you can see, the gate has like a spike thing. And I didn't even care about the pain. I was just super happy that all those people joined together to help me. So I thanked the guys so much once I got up there. I pulled out my freaking phone and I started vlogging. With the help of this really nice people, I got on top of the gate. So now I'm like on top of it instead of just... And then I'm up there for a few minutes, and also I'm just like, you know what, like I'm gonna get up there now. It's the guy who had been up there originally, then me, and then Alessandra attempting to get up. A few people helped her. I tried helping her as best as I could, but I couldn't do much because I was already on top of the gate and it's so high up there. I don't know if I can do it. Anna's trying to get up, but it's really hard. Grab onto here, grab onto here. Yes! Alice! Woo! And she eventually got up. She's way stronger than me, so she did it much easier, and I'm really happy that she did and that she didn't get hurt. Here you guys can see the view. I took lots of footage. The view is fantastic. We got those seats for free. I mean, did we get a few scratches and bruises? Yes, but it was totally worth it. The cops drive by, and we know what we're doing is not legal because we're on the school's property, because that is the gate of the school, and it was extremely dangerous and we're all underage. They shined their light at us, like, and didn't like do anything. They were just driving by and then they left. And we were all like shook, and the girls' moms were telling them like, oh my god, like be careful, like if the cops come back, you guys have to get down. And Alessandra and I were chilling because my mom was not there and my sister wasn't either. I see my sister at about 7. Okay, so Alessandra and I are sitting up there. Time goes by, about 2 hours go by. And it was 7 at this point. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, we thought this was gonna start already. Meanwhile, in front of us, so right across the street, the armies were, you know, getting in line. We saw Karen O. Karen, guys, Karen O. We just said hi to her and she waved at us. In the camel pants, she's right there. So we waved at her and she said hi. She's so short and cute. But basically, that's what was going on within those 2 hours. They were trying to get the people with the tickets inside the venue. Then around 7, I see, lo and behold, my sister, Saul, and Brandon walking by. All of these people here. Get something! Can you be? Oh my god, how did you guys get up there? Are you guys okay? And they're like, yeah, like we just have a few scratches. At that point, I didn't realize how badly my legs were bruised up. And then the boys get on stage. There's like a smog machine and everything. Jimmy Kimmel came out and he was like, are you guys ready? Blah, blah, blah. He was like hyping us up and everybody was so excited. And there were so many army bombs. It was great. Then BTS began their performance. The boys did so good. I'm not going to go too much into detail because you all have probably seen the videos. Guys, we got people hanging off the rails, people sitting on the rails. It's insanity right now. So after they performed 2 songs, the guy next to me getting down, he's like, okay, like I'm done. I'm getting off. This boy grabs onto the metal gate and I see him scratch his wrist really badly. And trust me, these gates were not sanitary, so I hope he got that disinfected or something. He cuts himself like that and immediately blood starts coming out. This right here, he just cuts it like that while he's getting off and blood starts running down his arm. I had to look away, and while he was getting down, I couldn't look anymore because I was like, oh my god, no, like, I hope he's okay.
Peaches and cream, sweeter than sweet, chocolate shake, chocolate wings. Kiss me!
After their 3rd song, Alessandra and I start freaking out because we already know how these Jimmy Kimmel shows work. The artist is gonna sing 3 to 4, 5 songs and then they're going to leave. Start attempting to get down. We're missing so many songs. So I just stuck my phone in my pocket and I was like, you know what, we're doing this. Alessandra and I, we get up while we're still on the gate, super high at this point. We're standing now and we have about like this much room to walk on. And there's other armies sitting on the gate. So at this point, we couldn't even enjoy their music. We were just trying to get down.
We just climbed off that fucking large ass gate. It was a mission, dude. We did not know how we were gonna get down. But right now we're waiting at the exit where Melanie left and where a bunch of artists usually leave. So we're hoping that they leave through this because we went through so much.
We're trying to think where they would exit from. There's a huge ass exit where most of the artists come from, but we thought we would have a better chance in the back to get them right after they come off stage. So we run Girl, when I say we ran, so Alessandra and I run faster than a motherfricker to the back of the venue.
We're at the exit. This is our best shot, you guys.
We get there, there's like 10 girls max, and everyone's like screaming and like excited because the music stopped the second we got there. They had finished their last song. We're behind a black tarp gate. So it's a gate, a metal regular gate, and they put black tarp on it so that you can't see. So we're like, oh my gosh, we're not gonna be able to see them. Should we just turn around, cross the corner, and then go wait over there? We didn't know what to do. There's like a kind of large hole. You guys will see it from these videos. And we start seeing management, we see like camera crew, them all walking off. Like they just got done and everyone's like sweating and they're like walking off. So so many girls start like gathering up. There's a little crack and Alessandra and I are at the front. She's taller than me, thankfully, so she was like up here. I was like right here. BTS walks out. Taehyung was first. I was so like shook because I've seen them in concert. I just saw them right now at the Jimmy Kimmel, but I had never been physically that close. Yes, there was a gate, but there was like a little opening and we had never been that close. Like literally, let me give you a reference. This is BTS walking out and this is where I was. There was just a gate and that's all that was keeping it. We were so close. So close. I had never been that close and I was so shook. In the videos, I'm saying the wrong names because I was just trying to see like who was who, but it was super dark and there was a million people. That was the highlight of the Jimmy Kimmel show. Not only being able to see them and experience their music, but to see them so close. Sandra and I were freaking out. And then, if you guys don't know, I am J-Hope biased. He is my hope, you already know. I'm just screaming for the other boys, right? And then J-Hope walks by, and that I picked up because of the red hair, obviously, and what he was wearing really stood out, and like I remembered it. Oh, and keep in mind that once they had gotten off stage, they like took off their jackets. So I was like, oh my god, no, like who's who? And we couldn't really see that well because it was not well lit. Okay, so J-Hope walks by. I'm like, I'm gonna keep my cool. And then J-Hope walks by and I go, J-Hope, J-Hope, like you can see in this video. And he turns around. You can't see in the video, but he turned around. And even though he didn't come over and talk to me, that was enough for me. I was the only one screaming his name because no one else could see him because it was only Alessandra and I that fit in the opening. And I go, J-Hope, J-Hope. He turns around, he waves, and then he leaves. Girl, at that point, I was like, I got my idol experience. I am done for.
Taehyung! 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 Namjoon! Namjoon! 사랑해요! 사랑해! J-Hope! J-Hope, wait, please! Yes! Oh my god! He looked! Namjoon! Namjoon!
Oh, thank you guys.
Oh my god! Oh my god, J-Hope looked back here. Excuse me, please, can we just please have a word with them? Just one word. I just want to say love, like just love.
I think you just did. I think they understood.
No, I don't think they did. I think, no, please. I just want to get a little hand touch.
That was the best thing that has ever happened to me. With that alone, I was so extremely happy. My heart was just like content. I couldn't even cry. I couldn't even scream. I didn't want to be annoying. I was just like, he waved at me. Like, that happened. And we were just really happy. Thinking about that night does make me a little bit emotional, but not in like a crazy fangirl way, but in a way like you've been admiring these artists for such a long time. You've been seeing them at Kcon, at concerts, and you're never like that close to them, and then just having them acknowledge you, even if it was, you know, they couldn't see your face but they heard your voice and they reacted, that alone just made me feel really happy inside. I swear I'm not crazy, but I'm just saying, after that I was like, dude, let's go home. I am happy as can be. Life complete. Can I get a home? Yeah. We walk with everybody to the coffee bean. We get some tea, we get some coffee, and we're just kind of like chilling out for like 5 seconds, and then we get in our car because it was a school night and we had to go home. We were talking to everybody and we were just really thankful that my sister had done that for us, because that experience was like no other. I got to experience all this for free, and I'm just so thankful that I live in LA, and I'm just really happy. This isn't by no means bragging, and I feel really sorry for you ARMYs that live somewhere else or where you're not, you know, able to see BTS. Like one day everyone's gonna get their chance, hopefully, and I just want to say that I am extremely humbled by the experience, and I am so happy. So that is my Jimmy Kimmel story. That was me talking straight for about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna need another Capri Sun, and then I will start to tell you a shorter, much shorter version of how I got kicked out of the AMAs.